All right. Recess ended. Adjourn off. All right. So now we have before us mock trial. They're requesting money to attend their conferences. Just as a note, guys, contact information. Don't give me your professor slash advisor. It's not what I'm looking for. It should be your name.
You
So.
can say
Yeah. That's just it's like, you know, the Russian club's going to come in here and.
that wasn't.
Yeah. But still.
Moving forward.
Moving forward. Yeah. You guys received the pre-screen list of questions, right? Yes. Okay. So we're going to be asking you those. So first off, though, we're going to go through a round of introductions. I will be the one asking you the questions today. So I'll start off. Hello, I'm Daniel White. I'm the current chair of the Finance Board. I use he, him pronouns, and we'll go this way.
I'm Zane, the Vice President for Student Organizations, and I use he.
I'm Carly, I'm the SGA treasurer.
I'm Justin Connor. I'm treasurer of the UNBC mock trial, and I use he, him pronouns.
Hi, my name is Sam Dewan. I'm the recruitment chair of UNBC mock trial, and I also use he, him pronouns.
Hi, I'm Ethan Hudson. I'm the president of UNBC mock trial, and I also use he, him pronouns.
Hi, I'm Logan. I'm an observer. I use he, him pronouns. You can finance board representative, he, him.
Canal Finance Board Representative, pronouns to him.
Tori Heasley, I'm a for student organizations. I am a finance board advisor, and I use she, hers.
Sorry.
Susanna, finance board representative. Hi, my name is Tanya. I'm vice chair of the finance board, and I also use she, her pronouns.
Ryan Joshua, first year ambassador.
Kate is working as Down Assistant Director for Leadership and Governance and Advisor to the Student Government Association. She's our friend.
All right, so we're going to get right into the questions. All right, so can you tell us a bit about your organization?
Yeah.
And you guys answer.
So essentially, mock trial is a competitive trial simulation. What we do is we travel across the country and compete at tournaments and try cases against other schools. So how it essentially works is the governing body of mock trial, which is the American Mock Trial Association, releases the case to the entire country. Every college in the school gets it as long as they register to get it. And then we travel to tournaments at other schools that they host, and we'll also be hosting a tournament this year. And we essentially try the case against each other from different perspectives.
Okay. Can you tell us a bit is that a sufficient explanation of the competitions?
Yeah.
Okay. How are members chosen to attend the conference?
We choose members to attend the competition or conference, whatever you want to call it, through an auditions process. Actually, we have our head coach and our secretary and vice president in another room in public policy building right now doing auditions. And yeah, we select people through those auditions, and obviously we're a student organization, so we have open member meetings. But to attend these conferences or competitions, those selections are made by the head coach, who has over, I think, 9 years of mock trial experience, has been through law school, and is a practicing attorney for that company.
Is the faculty registration fee including your request for registrations?
No.
Okay. Are there other sources of funding?
Yes, we do get some money from the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, as well as the Honors College, but it's usually minimal funding.
Okay.
Slow down.
Tanya's taking minutes for us right now. Yeah. So we'll slow down for a second. Tanya, you ready?
No.
Okay.
You said from the past department was the funding. I'm sorry.
And the Honors College.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, you can go.
Oh, sorry, I have to sneeze.
I'm sorry.
All right. Do we need any more elaboration on recruitment?
Not really.
No? Okay. What are you going to bring back to UNBC's campus?
Well, one of the most important things is skills of advocacy. We have had a lot of successful people from this program go on to do great things. We've had 4 or 5 people, I think, at this point that are all in law school that participate in our program. And I think the most important part of that isn't just, the track of going to law school and becoming a lawyer, but the speaking skills that you develop. One of our more recent alums, Kayla Smith, used her advocacy skills at the Women's Center, and participated in Take Back the Night, where she spoke out for sexual assault victims and talked about her own experiences. So I think those skills are probably the most important.
Do you guys have anything else to add, or is that it?
Well, we also go to these tournaments also to win. And last year we went to Yale that you guys helped us fund, and we were able to get 4th place. So we do have a track record of being successful at other schools' conferences.
Why did you select this form of transportation and the various forms of transportation you guys have selected?
So the rental van and trains. Well, we figured that that was easier on us because last year, the previous years, we would basically have students driving, basically carpooling to tournaments. And they also wanted to be reimbursed, but this was a much cheaper way that we found.
Okay.
Carpooling to tournaments that were as far as Duke. And so it wasn't easy.
Right. All right. This one hit on the rental vans. Fine enough for you guys? All right. How were the hotels selected?
They were selected by their proximity to the places we would compete at, as well as their price.
Okay. Are the travel reservations already paid for?
No, not yet. What we gave you guys is estimates. Basically, we're still waiting to be funded. We have very little carryover from last year.
All right. Building on this question, has any of the registration fees been paid for?
Yes, they have.
All of them?
No, not all.
Okay. Can you please tell me which ones have been paid for?
So that I believe Cuba is the only one that we've paid for.
Cuba is Columbia.
Columbia.
Yes, sorry.
And either I think the quote that you sent me earlier for the PDF.
It's the only one that's been paid for is Columbia.
Okay. So I will have to inform you now that Finance Board will not issue reimbursements for things that have already been paid for before you were approved for it. So, yeah. Moving along. Travel reservations were paid for. Yeah. Travel reservations not paid for either? Okay. Are registrations one set price per team or determined by number of participants?
I think it's for use at travel, right?
Oh, no. For registrations one set price per team, or is it determined by the number?
Registration is per team.
Okay. All right. Are there any expenses foreseen for your organization, or is this the projected costs for the year or semester?
So we're basically asking for our season to be funded up until sort of the semifinal tournaments, in which we have to win as the regional tournament in order to get to. So all the way up until then.
Right. And I think they've talked about the other sources of funding being sought out already. Building another question, are you guys engaged in any form of fundraising?
Yes, we're currently getting ready to schedule sort of an alumni dinner to talk to alumni who went to law school and would be interested in funding us.
Okay.
We also use the Grid Starter platform. We used that a lot last year, and we plan to use that again this year.
Wonderful.
Can you repeat what you just said?
Yeah, so last year we used the Grid Starter platform. It's sort of a UMBC crowd raising thing, and we plan to use that again this year.
All right. Are there any other questions for the organization? No? Tanya?
For the selection of who moves forward onto the competitions, can you talk a little bit about the selection criteria?
Sure. So we look at everything from just basic skills, public speaking skills, to everything such as your history with just mock trial in general. With mock trial is an activity that's offered to kids in middle school, to high school, to college, and so experience goes into it. And it's mainly up to our head coach. He takes our opinions because we are obviously experienced members. This is going to be my 4th year doing it. It's his 3rd year, and Justin's 3rd year as well. But the decision is made by the head coach based on just the skills and what he feels is most necessary for us to have success at these tournaments.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, just to piggyback on that a little bit, I know we didn't talk about this a whole lot, but this year we are expanding our program a lot. We're opening up to a lot of new people, and we're actually adding a brand new team. So part of the reason that our costs are getting higher is because we're offering more opportunities to more UMBC students.
And historically, UMBC's had an A team and a B team, and there are schools that have everything all the way up to F, and we kind of want to be part of that bigger organization that is recognized by the governing body ANTA. And so we think a part of that process is adding more teams and adding a C team, and that's basically why we're looking for more people this year. We did heavy recruitment for that purpose.
Tanya, your answer good enough?
Yes.
Okay. Scott?
Can you go back up to the request details? This is going to piggyback off of what you guys just said. So it says you intend to engage more of the university, accepting at least 20 new members. Does this mean that this request is for 30 members?
Yes, about 30 members.
Okay, and you filled all those slots after enrollment test?
We signed about 100 or 230 people onto our list, and we had 45 auditions.
Okay.
Yeah. And so out of those 45, we need 20 for competing spots. So, and short answer, yes. Yeah. The audition process is still ongoing right now as we speak. This is all going to get hashed out on Thursday, and once we select teams on Thursday, we'll have 30 spots filled.
Okay.
Can you go back to the budget? So I want to clarify some of your hotel expense numbers. So those are estimates, correct?
Yes.
Okay, they're not the actual numbers based on the documentation you submitted. So like, for instance, your Penn State College documentation says $256.68 per night.
So the hotel room cost we're multiplying by 4, because our team, what we're looking at is 4 rooms for shared between like about 8 to 10 teammates. And so we're multiplying it that by 2 nights. So that's how long we usually stay in hotels.
Yeah. So like, what I'm saying is that these are not exact. And that's for the final,
Yes,
for the board.
those are the estimates based on if we had to pay for the rooms then and there. But we couldn't yet.
The process was we went through and just looked
Right,
at how
yeah.
much it cost.
So what I'm saying is $256.68 times 4 is not $1,100. It's $1,010, 26.72. That's what I'm trying to do.
Which hotel is this? Penn State?
Penn State High Place, which I've stayed at and is very nice.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Just to point out that when we go through in order to list, like, we have to have like an accurate number, like to the cent.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's just the point of clarification.
I'd also like to point out that you had sent in documentation for Cornell for hotels, but it is not on this at all, or added in. So we have documentation for Cornell at $327 a night, but as you can see, it's not listed here. And it's also not added up into your total that you're requesting. So as of this list, you are not requesting funding for Cornell's hotels.
Okay.
So we have Cornell on there for registration,
Okay.
but not for the hotel.
Yeah.
Should we table so they can update the amounts and add in the hotel that they're missing?
There's some other, like, did you pay at all for the vans yet?
No.
Okay, so on your van estimates, it's actually, what did I tell you?
There's $150.
It's you're missing $150 on both vans. So that 504, I believe, 504 and some change.
Should be $654.
Should be $654 because you have to have a $150 deposit before, and then it's $504. So that's $300 there that you're missing in transportation. And I'm not sure where the numbers came for the train tickets. Those aren't right either.
For that was for the 504, like the additional 150 deposit, you get it back, don't you? It's a security deposit, I bet.
Yeah, that's what it said on the
Yeah,
thing.
so
I'm not
it
positive.
wouldn't make sense for them, for us to pay for that,
Okay.
because there would be no way for them to.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
He walks up, here's our 50 bucks, and just throws it out to me, I guess.
And but as far as the train, and I'm just trying to make sure all the numbers are correct here, because I was going through all of them. So your train to Philadelphia is saying that it's 76 per person. I said Philly, right? Yeah. So that adds up to 608. So 608 is not on there. Like your trains are 800 and 560, and then your trains to New York City for I believe 7 people is 1,064. And those are at 133 a person.
Is that for the Columbia one you said? Are we talking about Philly or?
So Philly is $76 a person.
Right.
And there are 8 tickets, and that adds up to 608. And then for the train to New York City, it's at 133 a person. Let me double check. I believe it's for 7 people.
It should be 8 as well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're correct, 8.
Yeah. Okay.
So the issue is that right now
So I
what's
said,
up here is what you're requesting for. If you guys really did want to modify these, we'd ask you to come back next week.
I did submit the modification earlier, so.
Okay.
Modified budget like this?
Yeah.
Who did you send it to?
What was on
You sent it to me?
Yeah. I don't know if you.
Okay.
Did you put it through,
I can always get more feedback.
did you do it through DocuSign?
Yeah.
Yeah.
DocuSign.
So then you should be able to click on the box over.
Okay. Our president didn't get the email, so we never signed it.
Oh. We can't.
Like you resubmitted an allocation request with the new budget on it? Okay. Okay. You all need to do is
Yeah,
like
mock trial.
re-upload the budget. You didn't have to submit a whole new request for it. If you wanted to change just the budget, you can just re-download the budget and edit it and re-upload it that way.
Okay.
When is the first one?
I agree.
First one is, I believe what's the date for Cuba?
October 4th, or excuse me, October 21st.
Okay.
Is there a deadline that these registrations need to be in by?
I don't think so. I think it's just a week prior. They are over the week, so.
Yeah. So what we're probably gonna do is we're gonna table you guys till next week.
Okay.
However, we're still gonna have finance board's gonna be discussing your requests and obviously not the numbers, but the basis of them.
Okay.
So yeah. Are there any other questions, Tanya?
So what sort of, sorry, you mentioned like competition in a space, right? So like, are there rewards or other sorts of like prestige that are brought back for like,
Right.
or to the UMBC Day?
For sure. I mean, they're just tangibles are obviously the trophies in the trophy case, but it's always the recognition that we get from just AMTA in general. And we, like last year and 2 years ago, I mean, we weren't getting invited to tournaments like Columbia. Columbia is infamously known as the third best tournament in the country. And because we've been doing so well at these other tournaments throughout the years that made it to Orcs, the Open Round Championship with both teams, we're getting invites to these tournaments such as Yale, Columbia, Duke, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay, thank you.
So I just want to like know if everyone gets the same opportunity to go. So I think that it says like about 30 people are like attending, right? And out of the 30, like how many are like new that are, like you said, are being interviewed? Like how many of them will be new and how many?
So we have A, B, and C teams. That's how the program works. There are usually, and I can't give an exact number right now, there's usually about 7 or 8 people on our A team, and then our B and C team will likely have closer to 9 or 10 people. It essentially depends on how many invites we get to each tournament. So on the top of my head, I know from Columbia we only have 1 invite, so only our A team will be going there. But I believe to Yale we have 2 invites. We'll be taking 2 teams there. So we'll be taking 2 teams to some different competitions. But part of the point of the C team is so that people can be a part of the program and experience these opportunities without having that super high level commitment of A team and need to travel 5 times in the fall and 4 times in the spring. So the other 2 teams will be traveling slightly less. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Additional questions for the organization? If not, we'll move into a period of discussion. Okay, this is, can you go to the budget sheet? Let's just roll down the list. Okay, Columbia. Well, we're going to hit hotels in a little bit, though. We'll go through the easy stuff first. Registration fees. All right, so we're going to strike $275 from the Columbia one as it's already been paid for, and SGA does not offer reimbursements before allocation is approved. This finance board has generally chosen to fund registration fees as their basis for attending these competitions. So I see no issue for Cornell, Duke, Haverford, WM, Yale, Rutgers, Georgetown, Penn State, and whatever that last one is. Yeah. No, it just says random expense.
Where does
GW.
it say random?
It just says expenses and revenue.
Oh, there's nothing
no
there.
line there.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. So now we'll need to discuss hotels. And then currently we can roll off the estimate though. I don't have the stuff together. If you would, what is it, 2,000?
I just had.
You wanna go off the estimate or the hotel actually?
We'll just go off the estimates right now.
For the hotels, 29 for the, and they have really exact ones.
Yeah, this strikes me as slightly off. So hotels would be a total of $8,823.
Do you wanna add in the Cornell estimate? That is not on this list.
That's kind of not in here, so I mean,
I was just asking.
yeah, I mean, we definitely can.
I'm just covering bases.
Okay, so how much is the boys out?
You said it's 4 rooms, correct?
So for Cornell, we'll be taking 2 teams, so
Okay.
we'll need 7.
7 rooms?
Yeah.
7 for 2 nights?
Yes.
Okay. It's estimated at $327 a night. So 327 and 7 rooms, right? Times 2, 4,578.
For that one thing? 4,700?
4,578.
So they're
That's
putting
7 rooms.
$13,000 essentially in hotel fees. They're also requesting for travel. Yeah, that stuff together as well. I wish we just had this session.
For the registration, we're talking about $2,110.
$2,110.
Striking the.
Yeah. And then travel, does anyone run the calculation by one for me, please?
Do you want me to do it since I have the actual numbers?
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'd also just like to say, I appreciate how you actually prioritize it in terms of like what would be most important for like to be prioritized for this organization. So that's a nice speech. Thank you for that.
2,680 and 46 cents.
All this stuff. So that's a total request amount of $18,191.60.
You want to repeat that?
$18,191.60. All it says in total. Yeah. All right. So we're not gonna have any issues, I think, with registration. We'll fully fund that through 2,110. Right. So now we simply the discussion of travel and hotel. Previous precedent was set for professional organizations at 50% for both. This is an intellectual sport, so of course we do need to set new things. Who would like to begin this discussion? Either or, yeah, your choice. John wants to start off. Okay, Scott.
So the first thing I see that kind of differentiates this from different conferences that we fund is that it has kind of like exclusive membership where they have to do interviews and be selected for that. And also, it's kind of a sport, so I don't know why athletics is in fun.
Athletics, they don't care about grades. I mean, hey, come on.
Yes, you want to
Choice
athletics.
in baseball players.
Because like funding sports will be a lot more expensive for us than say go all around and have all these fees for the entire season.
Yeah. It's just like UMBC does not adequately support intellectual sports. You know, they're very proud of their chess team, but I think that's the only one they're actually proud of, and they don't care about the rest of them.
I don't think so.
Maybe not enough recognition.
If you look at the amount of funding the chess team gets in comparison to every single other intellectual sport on campus, it's a vast disparity. Literally.
So they are under-supported financially.
Yes. The better way.
Yes.
It's a no-no.
Sure. But yeah, well, we do recognize that this is a large amount. A total for this hotel and travel would be $15,000. If we were to fund at 15% or 50%, we would get $8,040 would be the $8,040.80.
Is that still, do we have like a max per person per night, or is it just?
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah. All right. Does anyone have any other comments?
Can I quickly clarify which
Organization?
Yeah.
What's your question?
about is this for the whole year?
They say that was for the whole season,
Or-
so it's 7 finals.
Okay.
Yeah.
That runs through the whole year or through the semester?
It runs, I'm just gonna let it talk right now.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah. We'll open it up.
Um,
Yeah, answer the same question.
It runs up through March until our semifinals start, if we make it that far.
Okay. All right. So, comments, concerns. I know you guys have thoughts. It's a large,
Yeah.
big amount of numbers.
I mean,
I got this. Okay.
Tanya.
So I recognize that there is like an application process that we don't typically see with other conferences or other requests of that nature. However, I do feel that what they are bringing back to the UMBC community and doing for UMBC as a campus is well recognized, and therefore we should support them where they are not supported otherwise.
Okay. All right. I don't think anyone denies that. Simply, what is the level of support?
Yeah.
I think that I'm comfortable with continuing with precedents that have been set for conferences thus far.
50-50?
Yeah.
Okay.
50 for both of your sons?
That's what Tanya is going to say?
Yeah. 50.
Kunal, 50-50? Okay, Scott.
Did we ask if they were getting supported by any departments?
They're getting supported slightly by CAS, I recall. Actually, I'm going to do a clarifying moment. Can you give us exact amounts that other departments are offering here?
Sure. CAS has given us $1,000,
Okay.
and the Honors University has given us about $800.
About 800. Okay. $1,800 to cover their expenses. If you are unable to, if we were not to fund out a full level amount, where would you get the rest of the money?
So that's where we would have our fundraisers,
Okay.
but we don't usually get too much from them. We get a good amount, but not really enough to fund the entire
Yeah. Okay, so give us an estimate. What did you get last year?
Last year we got about $2,000.
$2,000. $2,000 for total $3,800. Okay, so they've received $3,800, and then any other costs would be shifted onto the members, correct? Okay. So, all right. Sorry, you do have to bear with us. This is a large amount, so we're deliberating. So.
Also, it's a first for this year, so it's a new precedent for all of us. Great stuff.
Quick question for Tori. Do the hotels and the stuff, does that increase the price or does it decrease it?
The Cornell.
Yeah, just like if they were to give us accurate numbers, would it decreases it? Decreases it?
Yeah. These, like those 1,000, those are rounded up, for sure.
All right.
I misunderstood what you were saying. I thought you asked if Cornell was already in that 13, and that's why I was like, no, it's not.
Yeah, but right, those numbers would go down, but there's additional things coming in.
Yeah.
But we also took out the 275 for registration.
Yeah, we did. Okay.
Sorry. This part might not
I
be
mean,
the
yeah. Last year you funded like $19,000 worth of intellectual support all year.
All right.
Yeah, I think I would be comfortable with 50% to 50% because I don't think it's fair to kind of like hold. Because we're treating organizations equal both times, but I don't think it's very fair to hold one group or like one organization to different standards just because they may be a little more expensive. And we've seen with Montreal that they are taking efforts to fundraise and to get other sources of funding for these expensive prices.
So if I were to give a comparable amount, that comparison for this organization, it would be for SAE Baja and SAE Snowmobile. These organizations are intellectual sports as well, and they produce a more tangible, to say it that way, because they actually make a car and a snowmobile, so we're going to go with tangible. However, those organizations routinely receive above $10,000 a year, I would say, in various parts that are required to compete for them.
Are they classified as that, or are they classified as?
Classified as a professional. We definitely have a lot of
I know Baja's definitely classified as a professional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you saying the total cost that they receive, so like materials and conference, or are you just looking at like, or the competition, or are you just looking at?
I was just looking at the total amount that they're oftentimes allocated, which is around $10,000 to $11,000.
Finance board or
The finance board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finance board allocated SAE Baja $19,000.
And SAE Snowmobile received a snowmobile as a donation. So we didn't even eat the most, we didn't even majority of the cost on that one.
My concern with that train of thought is that that would be looking at precedents based on types of organizations instead of by like line item requests themselves.
I think we should focus on.
I mean, I was just giving a comparison. It's just like we have previously supplied large amounts of money for similar theoretically types of events. Yeah.
Dan, I think that a more accurate number if we ask how many rooms for each event they're actually getting.
We're going right down the list, boys. All right. Oh, Columbia. How many rooms y'all want?
For Columbia, 4.
4.
Okay. For now, we already talked about, you said 7 for that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Duke.
4.
4.
4.
Where's the Fairfield in?
Haverford. 4.
2 nights.
Rikers. Oh wait, what? 2 nights?
Yeah.
Are they all?
They're all.
They're all 2 nights?
Okay, that's what I was under the impression. Penn State,
Penn State.
4, 2 nights.
Rutgers,
4, 2 nights.
Yale.
4, 2 nights.
Are they all 4
All except for now.
Oh, it's
Okay, yeah, I was like, I don't have a, all right, I'll do math.
Well, I mean, regardless, we're voting on this next week, so I mean, we could theoretically just do all of that. Yeah. I'd like to get an estimate of what's going on. But yeah, I mean, if we were just to go simply off of some calculations, we're going to be $10,150 per month.
And we do not cover taxes.
Yep.
In the state of Maryland.
The state of Maryland.
So if they're out of state hotels, are we covering taxes?
We can't get out.
Like, don't confuse me.
Actually, let's recommend actually.
What?
I wanted to roll through the hotels and see what they're looking for. Yeah.
I think that's.
They
all seem reasonable.
Yeah, I was going to say, they
They're
said
not
that
good.
it shows based on proximity and price, which means they took that into account already.
That's perfectly
Or
fine.
have they gone, did they do this, if they have to book these to,
Unless you meant like, we're looking for the most
You guys booked this to David Dwyer?
have you talked, did you have you talked?
Yes.
He is our booker.
No?
He's their booker.
Wonderful.
Not your booker.
Which,
Nah. He's got the money. He's the money man.
I would love to figure out the.
Okay, well, once we get some numbers, we'll give you an estimate. And
So,
you'll send a updated budget sheet to Carly, and then we need to come in again.
I would think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
so? Okay.
It'll be probably really quick
Yeah.
because we've already kind of deliberated through this, so it might only take like 10 minutes, but just really.
Yeah, we just roll through that stuff, make sure everything's good, okay? But yeah, should be relatively simple.
So yeah, so what do you need them to do?
This is for my parents.
Oh, okay.
Those doesn't care about us.
So what do you need them to do?
We need them to update, make sure this budget thing is right.
We will.
Yeah, okay. Also, wait, are they running into any, what's it called? Deadline issues for submitting?
That's what I was doing.
I think, well, you said your first one is at the end of October.
Yeah, so they're in the deadline.
Okay.
Okay. I think on one or two of the registration costs, I did see there was like a $25 late fee after September 21st. So I don't know when you're resubmitting the budget, there's no account for that as well. I forget which one it was, probably 24 or something. But yes.
Okay. Not too bad.
Daniel,
Yeah.
do we think hotel prices will increase the later thing?
We can't help you guys out on that one. It's just like, what your guys' documentation states is what your documentation
But
states.
if you want to double check your documentation.
yeah.
Yeah, we put that into account, which is what we're hoping on fundraisers and other money.
Cover a little bit.
But yeah,
Um,
Scott? Anything else? Okay. Travel,
Suppose, I don't know if this works for hotels as well, but supposedly like how, like air flights and whatnot, or airfare, like it becomes more expensive, like the closer you get to it, but it's also like the more frequently you search. So like I know with airfare, if you like search in incognito mode, then it should be a lesser price than if you were to continue. So might help, might not help.
Yeah, we'll do the due diligence. It's fine. What is it? So we're already funding vans, yes? I mean, we talked about hotel. 50% for hotel seems like the general consensus of the board at the current moment.
Are these rental vans through the university?
No, those were actually more expensive than the ones that we
Okay. So who's going to be driving these vans?
Our coaches.
You're going to be coaches? Okay. All right. Final question. Are your coaches staying in this hotel? And will be paying for it?
They're paying for their own.
They're paying for their own rooms? Okay. That's great. Oh, I thought we were going to hit you with that book. What do you mean? Pay for the stuff. All right. Other than that, I don't see too many issues. All right. Vans. We're fine with vans, everyone?
Yeah.
Scott?
We had a 50% precedent for air. Should we move that over to vans?
Yeah.
Oh,
we can.
yeah.
We can, yeah. 50% for vans.
We were talking about funding, well, gas reimbursement, I guess, for.
Yeah, because there's a formula. Yeah, there's a personal thing. It's like, yeah. I think we have to check. Yeah. Vans and trains, what do you want to set it at? I'm fine with 50% again.
With the trains though, for the Philly, is Philly within 100 miles of Baltimore?
Oh, good point.
From the train station we're going to this train station we're riding at, it's about 170 miles.
Okay, cool, great.
Oh, wait, isn't the language from the university though? Is it? Okay. I don't know. Where are you guys going from?
Penn Station.
Penn Station? Yeah, like it's like depending on the wording.
Yeah.
It's just like, if I recall right, the hotel is like within 50 miles of the hotel. It's train within 100 miles of UMBC again, so yeah.
Isn't that closer to Philly?
Yes, Penn Station is closer to Philly.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like,
Yeah,
it's gonna double
because
check
Penn
everything.
Station is
Yeah.
like 3 miles away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine. We just gotta make sure we're not running into any issues. We don't want to have you guys, oh, yeah, we're not doing that. But you guys get up to Dave Royer. Other than that, do we have another estimate?
Yeah, it's broken down by hotel.
Okay.
Alright, so for Columbia, it's $2,396.48.
Say that again.
$2,396.48.
48 cents, okay.
That's for Columbia.
Yep.
Cornell, which is not on the list, is $4,584.30.
Okay.
Duke is $2,696.80.
2000 what?
696.
96?
The numbers are coming from the screenshots of the hotel rooms and then multiplied by 4 for 4 rooms and then for 2 nights.
That's functionally double for Duke.
The majority of
The majority
us
are quite higher.
Quite higher.
Decent higher,
Yale's
Yale's
preliminary's not right.
Well,
Yeah, well,
that's about right. That's the only one that's about right still.
Yeah, one. Was it one? Was it Rutgers?
Oh, no. Rutgers is about preliminary's price.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going, what's Rutgers?
$984.
984. Okay. Penn State.
$2,053.40.
$2,053.
See, here's my question, is I want to make sure that
$0.44.
they need that, like, that you need them for 2 nights. You're sure you need it for 2 nights?
Yeah, the tournament starts on Saturday and ends on Sunday. We have to get there Friday because Duke is what, like 4 hours away.
Sure, yeah.
And so, yeah.
Competition started real early.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yale?
Yale.
$2,079.20.
$79. Okay, and then am I missing anything? Haverford?
$3,612.
Wait, what? 3,000?
612.
3,626?
No, 12.
12? 3,612 and what?
That's just flat.
Okay, just flat?
Yeah.
Alright, I love myself some flat numbers. Am I missing anything? WM?
I mean,
Women
that's
marriage?
$1,985.
$1,985
and 28 cents.
and 28 cents. Alright, Justin, I'm gonna ask you how the hell did you calculate these numbers?
So these are estimates that we get from our
Okay.
And these were the hotel room prices at the time.
Okay.
And if you have 8 rooms at the time, that's going to 28 people or 8 to 10 people on a team and all the nights and costs. That is how we got those numbers.
Yeah. Can you guys take a look at all? Thanks.
So I guess my question is, so you're saying you got those estimate numbers from your coach?
Yes.
Okay, so are you, because I could see maybe getting, because those are all functionally like double, right? So you're giving hotel rooms to have 2 people to live, correct? Right, so if you have 8 people, you want 4 rooms.
Yes.
So I wonder if your coach said, you put 4 people in a room. But
That's what it would seem close to it.
Yeah.
So
Clarify with that one, because then again, this number is hitting quite a number then. Yeah, not even including
How much?
Yeah.
$20,391.50.
And 50 cents?
Yeah.
So yeah, they're requesting $20,000 in hotels. And then theoretically we gave them 50% of that, and I'll run the number again. Divide by 2.
Divided by 2?
Yep.
$10,195.
$10,195 and what?
75 cents.
75 cents.
Yeah.
Everyone can shoot all the other things. I think. Yeah. I mean, I think we'd ask them to. I mean, we volunteer to do. That's not how volunteer. They're volunteers to happy.
I don't know if you can do that.
Yeah. All right, so the new total is what is this? $10,195.75 if we were to give them 50% for hotels.
To put in perspective, that's about $1,275 per trip.
Yeah. And then we throw in travel and registration, and they're hitting a bit over 15,000. Yeah, 15.
For a year's worth.
For a year's worth of stuff. Yeah.
Up until March, right?
Yes.
March. You guys make.
If we move on.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Hey, Daniel, can you repeat the number for?
Hotels?
Yeah.
Without 50%, they would be given $10,195.75.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that, with a full funding of registration and 50% of the current vans and trains, would give us a total of $14,986.15. Yeah. So it's functioning a $4,000 increase over what this one says.
Numbers one more time.
What do you want to know?
The last 2.
The last. Okay, so it would be $14,986.15.
Excuse me.
We need it.
Sorry.
1 second.
There's.
Okay, go ahead, Justin.
Yeah. So the price that we have now times 4, you shouldn't multiply by 2 because the price we have $256.68. That's how much it would be for the 2 nights already. So you just need to multiply by 4.
Wait, it's fine. We can find all these by 2.
You're such crazy. I'm crazy. I'm just like, where are they coming up with these numbers? Right, like estimates for 1 room.
I just want to throw out there that I said I was multiplying by 2, and nobody stopped.
I was like, what is happening? Like,
nobody said I was multiplying by 2.
Run the numbers.
I think you just multiply those numbers by the number of rooms because they're already estimates.
We wrote them all down for 2 nights.
So
Columbia is 1,100.
What the finance for?
This is not what it is. I was wondering the rate schedule until this morning.
I thought I saw that before. I
Give me
don't know.
Columbia.
1,198.24. I'm gonna revoke the math. It was 1,198.
Thank you for that.
$1,198 for Columbia?
Yep.
Okay.
Cornell, 2,292.15.
2,000 what?
2,292.15.
Okay.
Columbia, what did you get for Columbia?
1,198.
No, it's 599.12 times 4 rooms. That's $2,300. Are you doing 258 or are you doing 599 for Columbia?
I don't have that. I did 599.
599 times 4.
Yeah.
That's $2,000. $2,300.
Yeah, that's
What
what
did you say? Oh, yeah, that one's right.
Yeah.
But then you
So
just
divide
said
by 2 again.
But that, don't divide that one by 2. That one's
Okay.
right. That one's right. The other ones are hinky.
The other ones are, okay.
Like Cornell.
Actually, you know what? We have a gist of it though, don't we? Get your numbers in. Make sure they're
Yeah,
right.
you
If I have to do this again, I'll not fund you out of spite.
Hey,
No,
I'll keep that.
I'll vote against
That's
it.
not true.
I will vote for
Daniel will look directly in that camera. That's not true.
No, guys.
All right.
Come on, bring it back, bring it
Okay.
back.
Do we require an estimate for tonight?
I'm fine.
No.
Having that later.
I think we'll just table it to next week. Get us some accurate numbers, and we'll be happy to fund you it. 50-50.
Vote for funding.
We'll vote
We will be
for
happy.
50-50. All right. Thank you, mock trial.
Thank you.
Is there a motion on the floor?
Motion to table.
Second. Someone second.
Second.
All right. Mock trial is tabled to next week. So long. Yeah, Justin. Not loving you that much right now.
Also, keep in mind that some of your reservations do have 4 adults on the room per room.
We're gonna look 45 minutes.
That sounds
Some
right.
of them have, okay. Make sure.
Look into it. All right, open up this agenda. All right, you want to? Thank you, Joshua.
Where are we? Oh, we're horribly on.
We were doing so good.
We're actually doing
No,
okay.
we're not. No, we're not. We have 3 minutes.
Yeah, we're doing it. That's what I said. Now we're
Yeah.
Don't scare me.
I think we need to do like actually a schedule.
Can we have like that 3 minutes?
We have 3 minutes to like recuperate. Like
Yeah, that was a lot.
Everyone just needs to breathe.
I would have smashed my head through a wall.
The numbers are still wrong.
You're not.
Yeah, maybe we can clean up the numbers.
Thank
Did
you
you
for
turn off the live stream?
breathing exercise.
Actually, we need some more Tylenol.
No, you had extra strength.
I know.